Put it in it. Welcome to another episode of the People's Mic. I am Jimmy Peoples. Introduce yourself.
I'm Donovan Strong O'Donnell.
I had to wake up.
Donovan Strong O'Donnell. I'm Robyn Dunlop. Hi.
Mo Singleton.
Hi, Mo.
What up?
Do you remember your thought? Right before we start the podcast, they always have like a deep thought right before we go on, and then nobody ever remembers.
We were talking. So what?
No? Or was it brown people?
Yes.
Did we get right into it? Oh shit!
Oh no, your other thought before.
It was. Well, the thought was just how like about what like for me, like what comedians like inspire me, or what comedians do I watch or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I've just gravitated to a lot of just like black comedians because I feel like
old or new.
I mean a little bit of both because there's like a new generation of like black comedians, you know, and then like you got the old great ones. But it's like for me, even with some of the white comics that I do like, that I find funny, I just feel like I can't relate to them. Like they're not really saying anything that I feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I was having this conversation with somebody, and they felt some type of way, and I was like,
You're good.
I was like, well, if I don't know, I can't relate, but it's funny though. Like I think Nate Bargatze is hilarious, you know, but it's just like it's certain. Like I watch his special, I'm like, he's not saying anything.
But he isn't saying anything.
Exactly. Yeah. Or just like weird. Or like even was it Jim Gaffigan? Like I think Jim Gaffigan's funny, but it's just like I don't know. So I kind of more gravitate to like people who talk about like just issues and stuff that's bringing awareness, but also can make funny.
Mm-hmm. I tried to watch Jim's special 3 times and I couldn't.
Yeah,
and I like him, but I couldn't get through it.
Yeah,
I did watch Ronnie Chains recently.
I watched it like 5 minutes. I was like, I can't do this. I don't know.
What I appreciate Gaffigan is that like my 89-year-old great grandma can be into him, and like that could be her entry point into comedy, and he's not like unwatchably bad at the same time, you know, where it's like he's nowhere near my favorite comedian, but I can understand. You can see the talent and the hustle. And
I will say though, one comedian who talks about who make bits about like everything would be Mark Norman. Like he addresses a lot of shit, you know, and it's funny, and it's also like damn, you know, because I don't know, that's more relatable to me. I would say some of the stuff he talks about.
Yeah, so there was that week where I think it was Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle released specials at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Both sort of had points to say, but white dude, black dude. Yeah. Which one do you feel like you enjoyed? Do you like one more than the other? Or did you just go, well, they're just causing shit the way that they do?
Bill Burr is angrier, and
he
was angrier, and he can get away with more. I mean, just angrier voice.
Bill Burr can get away with more than Dave Chappelle.
Yes,
I would say.
I don't know.
100%.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
Dave Chappelle. First of all, there's one word that one of them can say and the other can't. So that right there, that wins the argument on technicality.
Correct.
But even outside of that,
I mean, Bill Burr's wife is black, so he can definitely.
Fair enough. Not that it's all about, and that's it's a dumb technicality for me to bring up the N-word. Obviously, we shouldn't be wanting to say it. But Dave Chappelle, I feel like he can get away with anything.
Sometimes you just wanna, but you
I mean, Dave Chappelle's a cooler person. I think just because.
But I feel like with Bill Burr, everyone can relate to him because everybody has that anger inside of him. You know?
Yeah. So can you relate to him?
Did you see him more?
Because I think Bill Burr would probably, when you're saying I can't relate to white comics, I would feel like Burr is a guy who could hopefully transcend that. Attell maybe, but Attell isn't talking points a lot of time. But I think it kind of was unfortunate for Burr's because Burr's came out the week after, and I feel like Chappelle's was just a better special on the same subjects of where we're at.
Preachy though.
It's kind of a state of the union. I think both were state of the unions of where comedy's at. You know, where it's like this is like.
Did you see him in The Mandalorian?
I haven't, but I saw they got an action figure out for it. It's crazy. That's
pretty dope.
Yeah. Michelle Wolf, she just dropped her special last week. Hers was amazing. Hers was also, I feel like, carrying that theme, and I think hers more than Burr's was closer to Chappelle's.
Hers was tackling woman things, like because she can. But
I think she was
like
going, which I think was she used that to her advantage of like going after a different perspective and saying, hey, like she was
I'm
saying
feminist,
the same. Yeah,
but I'm not that fucking feminist. Shut up, Tiffany.
Or
feed your dog.
let's not be irrational people here. Let's still be rational. All of it is bringing this bridge.
I wish I wrote those things.
Yeah.
I like when she's like, something. That's why you fuck us with semi-hard penises.
Oh my God!
All the women applauded. I'm like, it is other guys.
Yeah. No, that had me dying.
It's every guy.
Yeah.
Try.
Every guy.
We could try, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what made me really sad though? What made me really sad is that Nikki Glaser came out with her banging. And Dion Cole was the same week, and everyone was raving about Dion Cole, and because he's also like poignant, speak about the issues, And she just did what?
No, you said it. I remember you saying this.
Oh yeah, and then she just did. Was it on here? Or?
Yeah, it was here.
Was it here on the podcast?
No, you can say it again. It's a brand new day.
Brand new day.
I disagreeing with you.
No, it just made me sad because people were like, she just made blowjob jokes for an hour. I'm like, do you know how many blowjobs you have to give to make them relatable to everyone?
Yeah. It's 5 hours.
Her special stood on her own. Like I never really watched her like that.
Yeah.
I like
she
the
quit
special.
alcohol for that banging special.
Which I almost matched with her on the.
Half of the swipe.
She did it. I won't swipe on comedians with credits. Is that fair?
Desperate open micers?
When you said almost match, it sounds like you swiped right.
Right,
And she didn't
match. No.
That's not
I was like, I wonder.
She's confident that if he would have went right, it would have matched.
Yeah.
You know what low key bothers me though?
She secretly watches the People's Night podcast every day. Hey Nikki, what's up?
It's like when you're on these dating apps and shit, and these girls are posting pictures with like comedians and like celebrities, and it's just like, why do you have this on here?
There's a message in everything you post. Like when people post with a different race, it was like you're saying you're into that race.
It was I'm cool because I have a one black friend. And
and you're both smiling. And it's like
that's my favorite.
Or one tall black guy was like, "This is what I'm into."
My favorite is like 5 white dudes and then 1 black guy. And it's like,
oh shit.
Also, which one are you? Which one? Somebody once swiped right on me just to ship me out for just to ship me out for having a picture of me petting a cheetah. They were like, that's cruelty to animals. I'm like, I was volunteering I'm from Africa. I saw a real cheetah.
That's the loophole, but that's like a
know.
It's like a no. I don't want to see exotic animals.
You don't want to see what? Anxiety?
Exotic animals.
Exotic. But this was in the wild where it comes from.
I need the top 3. I need
what do you need?
Cats, dogs, and maybe birds.
I don't know.
Anything outside of that, it was like I don't have outside animal money. I'm not. We're never going anywhere where you're getting on a baby elephant.
People are stupid.
It's never gonna happen.
I guess I'll take down the picture of me hunting the giraffe.
Yeah.
No girl is like, yo, he's killing that lion. That's so sexy. Is she out there?
But that girl,
in South Africa, there's a lot of dudes with their like big guns and their buck that they just shot, and they're all. And people like that shit.
I will say, I went to a shooting range and I got to like shoot with an assault rifle, and I put up a picture of me with the assault rifle, which I thought it was fun. But then,
shooter face, you can't do that.
Oh no, it was like, no. I mean, I'm sure I got a lot of lefts on that. No. But honestly, a lot of like radical left type girls started matching with me when I put that. Like girls who weren't into that out loud were very into it quietly, and I'm indifferent.
Oh, it's amazing.
I'm very indifferent about that. Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't care about guns, but no, I got a lot. That really helped.
What's a weird thing you like in the baby?
That really helped.
Weird thing I like that I haven't told.
Well, you don't like put it out there, but
there's a ton of them. But try to think of like the mildly middle ground one.
Something you would be willing to share out there now.
The joke yesterday.
Oh yeah. That's not even true. I was jerking off into girls' feet, but I'll say that.
Wow.
That's not true though.
He's like, there's more.
You ever fucking a girl?
You're never alone.
And her feet just like are up here, and he's like
and he pretended to telephone. Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
I like feet on my chest for some reason.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that baby art. Not baby. Not I like that. The fetal pose.
Baby lips.
Wait, shut up. I do like the Asian baby lips.
Okay.
It's cute.
What is Asian baby lips?
It's when they have like the perfect arched lips and they're like mwah, like it's weird.
Okay, carry on.
Jimmy has sex dolls, like little dolls.
Russian.
Little baby
In
dolls.
the
Did
fetal
you hear about
position.
did you hear about the bodybuilder who's trying to marry his sex doll?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What?
I don't feel like it's real.
I didn't know they had a
I
second.
mean,
And
people try to
rip
marry
its head off.
sheets and shit.
He was
It's
like,
just
he
like,
held
why
it
bother-
off because they kept arguing. I was like, he's off.
What about a cow when you get the milk for
Arguing
free?
with the,
Right.
With the doll. So it's like, are you going to the gym with the doll?
Is
Are
it
you?
one of those that's talking back? Or?
I don't know. I didn't want to click on it. I was like, this. I don't want to be pulled into the stupidity.
Okay,
But I saw it.
Dude, one day we're gonna live in a world where everything is acceptable except for fucking dogs. Everything else will be allowed.
You
I
just
feel
look
like
sad about that.
because
Why are
it's
you
just
so
like
sad about that?
People are already fucking dogs.
yeah, but it's not like
People, they're already going to court for it to get it legal. Some guy was trying to marry his dog, right? Like
Yeah.
last year,
Sad.
bro.
he's trying to marry his corgi.
Peanut butter sales are up.
What did I do? Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh man, it's
Movie
fucking
If you had to fuck a dog
Mm.
or kill it with your bare hands,
kill it.
I'd kill it.
Yeah. Can I
But
shoot
both
it?
of that's horrible. Both of those are
Bare hand.
Can I just shoot
you
it?
just wriggle it and
both are
Freedom
horrible.
dog.
I want to take my answer back.
Yeah.
You kill a pit bull with
No,
your
it
bare hands?
doesn't.
what?
I mean, what if it's a
I
hot
could kill
dog?
any dog in my bare
Hot
hands.
dog.
Yeah.
German Shepherd?
No,
Yeah.
One of those
bro.
pure.
I wouldn't.
All you gotta do is rip its balls off, or
I
reach
don't
down
know
its
if I
throat. Just keep shoving your hand down its throat until it's like. Ah.
He's done this before.
He's thought about doing it. I don't think he's done it.
It'll
Yeah. Not reaching down to
You're
anybody's.
attacked by a dog.
There you go.
It'll bite your arm.
Yeah.
And you'll have, like...
Break
It's a
it.
chihuahua.
You
That's
can-
the trick.
You can break the
Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
kicked
you
it.
gotta know. Like, I'm
Just hold it,
picturing
wiggle it
just
around.
like a
I
massive...
would fuck the dog with my bare hands. Then wait.
Fuck the dog with your bare hand.
This is
Kill
gonna
that
Then kill it with
I
my
don't wanna be
dick.
a
This is gonna come back to haunt you. Mind
Fuck,
your
marry, kill the
words.
same dog.
He's like,
Just three dogs.
welcome to your interview
Yeah.
for SNL. But did you say
I
this?
saw this podcast.
Fuck and
I'm
kill
not
a
on
dog?
camera.
His bare hands.
Damn. He just got you.
Yo, kids are never gonna listen to this podcast. God damn.
Your voice is-
I got a thing for a movie screening, and once in a while, like I get on these free movie screening lists, and they sometimes they don't tell you what the movie is. So, but you can tell by the movies they say, "Have you seen any of these movies?" And it's like all like one race movies or one. It's all black movies, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What fucking movies coming out right now?" That it was like Black and Blue and fucking all black Queen and Slim. Have you seen any of these movies? And then you got to check them off. And I was like, I got to go see it tonight. So I'll tell you what movie it is. And but I did go to see Black Christmas the other night.
Black Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
scary
fucking
movie?
stupid.
Is it scary or Christmas?
It was supposed to be a scary movie, but it was.
I saw it's like a picture where there were girls in college or something.
All right, I'll try to explain this the best
Oh
way I
wait.
can.
Okay.
It's about
I
a
seen
girl
the
who
poster.
got raped by a frat boy.
Nice.
And he graduated, and then the fraternity was having like this Christmas talent show,
Yeah.
and so the girls were going to go to the frat house and do a song because they knew he was coming back to visit the fraternity for this big event, and somehow I know that's how I felt too. There was sculpture that they had removed because he was against like women's rights and all this shit, and but it belonged to that frat. The guy's head
Was he black?
No, it was a white guy.
Oh,
And,
Black Christmas.
then all of a sudden they start killing off sorority girls for some reason because the skull like fucking hypnotized all the frat boys. It was a fucking stupid movie.
I saw the.
But the whole time they were like trying to put in like women's rights
I would
and
assume.
why women hate men, and I was like, what?
Oh, that's why you didn't
It was
like
just over the it wasn't well done.
it.
Those
Sometimes
girls
I
look
do
like they
too
was in
much.
high school. I saw the poster. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was
But
like a
the girls are
Yeah.
getting younger. We're getting older. They're staying the same.
Yeah.
They're college girls. You just old.
What's that line from Dazed and Confused?
Yeah.
I get older, they stay the same
They stay
age.
the same. Yeah, Prime. But I don't know. I don't know. It's fucking stupid.
So how did they resurrect?
One black guy
him?
wasn't gay. I was
One
happy
black
about
guy
that.
wasn't
Yeah, they
Did he
usually
get
gay.
left as a horse or something?
They got him into a frat, and he was going to kill one of the girls, and then he was hypnotized, and
So these white dudes killing girls in a frat.
yeah,
White dudes in a frat killing white women.
All right, change the topic.
white and black women.
Change the topic.
You shut up.
They just killing women.
You
Nobody watched the movie.
I fuck that movie. Nobody
Exactly.
should go see
Isn't that like some incel shit or no?
it. It was very What's up?
And like statues.
Just trying to get a choice
Yeah.
spot on the night.
No.
Yeah, what's up? Podcast guest. Right in here.
Get the fuck
I
out
just
of
want to do
here.
like number 10.
No.
Number 10
1, 2,
spot.
3, 4, 5. After that guy, and definitely after Kevin. Prana behind. Yeah, it's a stupid movie. I like stupid movies though. I saw Six Underground. That was a dumb stupid movie. That was great.
Saw Uncut Gems, not a stupid movie.
Was it
highly,
good?
Highly recommend it. Yeah,
It's
man.
not playing anywhere though.
It's
So what do you
random
think?
spots. It's playing
He's
random
never
spots.
gonna get an
It's where-
Oscar like that.
I
don't know.
enjoyed Long Shot. It's a bit old, but it was really good.
Long
I saw it on
Shots.
the plane.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like 10
Yeah, that
years
was
ago.
actually fun.
Long
Yeah,
Shots?
Charlize Theron and
Seth
Seth
Rogen.
Rogen. So funny.
Oh, word, it was funny.
It was so funny. Oh my word. I was laughing on the plane out
Came out
loud.
like 10 years ago though.
No,
No, it was like
came out
6
this
months.
year?
Yeah, it was like a
Not
plane
this year.
movie. Yeah, you're probably
It
yeah.
was on
Long
the-
Shots?
Long Shot.
The Long Shot.
The Long Shot.
Was she like a?
That's
She,
old
re-
as
she
shit.
runs for president.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the long shot. Yes,
Yeah.
2 years. All right,
It's
yeah.
not 2 years.
A year, last year.
It's okay. It's
Last year. I remember.
I can't think of the last movie I saw.
But there was another movie called Long Shots, right?
There's Slap Shot.
I don't know, it sounds like
no,
a-
no, there's, I think there's Long
What's
Shots.
that
probably.
Adam Sandler one?
The Longest
Uncut
Yard?
Gems.
The
No, I'm
longest-
kidding.
What's the
Longest
good one?
Yard.
What's the good one? Any good Christmas movies you've seen?
Black Christmas. It was terrible.
No, the good Christmas
a
movies.
Christmas
No,
movie.
don't.
Not this
Santa.
one.
Christmas with the
Fuck
Cramps.
the
been on.
Christmas spirit.
That sounds
Alright.
like a good Christmas movie.
No, what did I just see? I saw what was the one with the Japanese guy?
Why are you pointing?
Last Christmas.
Oh, with the girl from Game of Thrones?
Has anybody seen it?
No, it was
Oh,
not.
is it good?
Like, it was all right. I'm not gonna. It
What we
was
do know is that the Netflix ones are.
Well, if you haven't seen it now, you're not gonna see it. It was nothing but Will Smith's 7 Pounds. Same movie.
Okay.
Same movie. I feel like
Good to know.
they took the first page and at the end, same thing happens. You're like, oh shit.
I think the only movie.
You know what I mean? And nobody saw that either.
No.
I think I might go see Star Wars. That's probably the only movie I'll probably go to the theaters to see. Is a Star Wars movie.
Okay.
Underwater. T.J. Miller movie.
See that?
Yeah.
Underwater.
I'm pretty sure it's just zombies underwater. That's what it
Yeah,
looks like.
surprised he got a movie out with. Not, yeah, good for him.
Dude, with what?
He's getting gigs
Shots.
canceled left and right. I like the man, but I don't even want to. I don't know. He's getting gigs
I
left
saw-
and
I
right.
saw him
He,
at
he's the
I feel bad.
DMX of comedy.
I saw him at the comedy store.
Right? It's fair. Yeah, same way.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
has just cancels. Just not consistent, but still gets crazy work.
Smokes
Yeah.
crack.
The best work.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if he smokes great. He does something
So weird.
other than beer. But he's good at what he does. He's funny as
What's
shit.
the point of that?
Yeah, I was
What's the point of
Are
this?
you
in
mixing
Olive Tree
something?
the other day with.
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah.
it's
Mix the Fiji with the Evian, son.
Yeah, I was in
Fiji on,
Olive
baby.
Tree.
Never did this?
Fiji.
Yo, shut up.
Nobody
You mixing waters.
Mixing
That's the whitest shit I've ever seen. You mix your waters, son.
is
Mix
it
your
white?
minerals.
said-
What were
oh,
you
it's
saying?
so white.
Hold on.
Technically-
Hold on.
Oh, I was saying I was in Olive Tree Cafe the other day with some friends, and my friend is a big fan of Louis C.K. and he walked in, and she was like, "Oh my God!" Shook his hand, and he turned to me and shook my hand, and I was like, "Great, this is fun."
Why?
just jerked off
Shut
right
up.
You don't know.
You know every
There's
guy
body
jerks
plants
off,
everywhere.
right?
I know.
How many times you should be wiping
I've
your
jerked off
hand?
and shook hands before.
He starts
Right
every
just-
special he started with. He just came from his hotel jerking.
He was like, I can take a nap or I can go do my
But I
special.
don't have to touch that microphone.
We're gonna.
Yeah,
I don't know why. but
Half
it
the
was a
guys who go to the
weird
gym,
thing. Like,
they
if
don't
I
wash your
know-
hands.
You don't even clean the equipment.
Yeah.
That's just
But
disgusting.
if you
You live in New York. You shouldn't wipe your hands for nothing.
But
You
if
ever see
you
these
knew,
homeless
like
people?
right
Just
now,
keep-
this
Just keep your hand
happened.
sanitizer on.
You feel like it just
One of my favorite Louis bits,
Yeah.
Louis
Yeah.
bits is when he talks about like that guys can tell when we touch women's boobs.
Yeah. This lady rubbed the boob on me the other
Yeah, you
day.
can. Oh, you can tell it's the boob no matter what. Like you can have like 10 layers on. She
Oh,
can
you're
have
so
10 layers
adorable.
on.
New comedy.
You should write the same bit.
You should.
I'm gonna say it when I go up. I'm gonna say it.
I don't mean to sound sexist, but
Yeah, asshole.
I don't know.
I didn't get it.
It's
everyone
okay.
in this
We're
room
just
should
gonna have a
write.
moment of silence.
I wanted to see how long we were going to sit in silence.
We can talk about shit.
You just let that waft over.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
you should just add sound effects. You know?
One day, when I get money
Add
for a
crickets in
budget,
the
you
background.
know, and I get that
I
Mango
don't
Bay
mind
money.
my throat.
Mango Bay money.
Be hating. I'm like, I see people.
$22.
I know. I be
Killing
hating
the
on
game.
podcasts. I was like, oh, y'all could do that. Y'all got edits and shit. You got the words that drift over. I was like, I can barely get my podcast up. Man, you know how long it takes to render? And I'm watching it render. I was like, man, you're a piece of shit. All right. Who's out? I want this Asian guy to be president.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Gang.
yo.
I kind of
Gang.
The
Gang
more I
Gang,
get,
is that his-
that's the name of his
The crew.
people.
Oh,
Gang
right.
gang.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yang Gang.
I don't know anything about your politics.
I just want to see that on billboards.
Yeah.
Yang gang.
No, I'm into him. I mean, the more you hear of him, the more he
I'm not sure
doesn't
about him.
put you off. That's the
Yeah.
thing. The more I learn, the more I'm like still not turned off. So I'm into him. He might not be my top choice this second, but I'd be very happy if he was the top choice.
I don't know if is he an immigrant?
No,
Nah,
he is not. You
high
can't
school
be an
with my
immigrant.
Sister, yo.
Did he?
I mean, nah, middle school. My bad. With my sister.
Yeah, he's from out in like
Middle
Jersey,
school,
right?
Somers, New York. No,
How old
New
is
York. He's a little bit older than my sister. Like,
Do you know how old your
How
sister
old
is?
Yeah, he's like 45. He's like 45.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Is he from the Five Boroughs?
No, 37.
So you fucking liar. Oh, your sister's older.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said your little sister. I was like, this math is
37.
off.
37.
Fuck, I fucking broke this thing.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh, you have to be an American citizen.
Yeah, you have to have
To
been
be
born in
president.
America. Yeah, you have to have been born in America.
Yeah.
No, Obama
Born
was
in
president.
I thought you also had to be a
Yeah, I know exactly, and that's
What the fuck you saying?
That debate is so old.
What are
My
you
joke
saying?
doesn't even work.
It doesn't.
He
See
was
how you
born
bombed?
in Kenya. He was born in a mosque in Kenya. You see that?
You shut
what
up.
got Trump elected.
That guy said, you see that?
That's why Arnold Schwarzenegger dreams.
Black guy said it,
Yeah,
so it's
full.
true. Is that what you're going with?
So it's not racist.
Arnold would have been the best
Yeah.
president.
They passed that law to
Besides-
stop
But he wasn't born in
Hamilton. It was to stop Alexander Hamilton. That's why it's there.
the play.
Yep. They said we don't want this run. We don't want any hip hop from Morningside.
No more.
No, they.
We're done.
He was like from Barbados, so they're like whatever his opposite party was like. No, you got to be native born.
Yeah.
So that he specifically wouldn't could be.
Oh, okay.
Some petty shit.
Yeah.
Actually, it must be nice for Charlize to run for president in a movie because she couldn't in real life. Well, this country anyway.
Do you hide your accent ever?
Do I hide my accent
Yeah.
ever? Not really. Sometimes when people are just not listening to me, I change it.
Men?
Yeah. Damn males. No, definitely not with guys. It fucking helps. Oh my god.
We're suckers for anything different.
Like,
Anything
I
shiny.
get laid all the time.
I actually join because they get creepy and I'm creepy as fuck and they get creepier and I'm like that.
Hell yeah.
Too much creepy. Too
Yeah,
much.
you need somebody on your level of creepiness. Right?
Yeah, you know, like
That's what it's
somebody who's
about.
like okay with me
Yeah.
hiding behind a window. No,
Yeah.
we're not getting
I
weird.
like
sorry.
that. I do like that. I'm like, hey, you might
Hiding
as well come
outside
in
the
if
window, hey.
you looking in the window. You might as well come in and do my laundry. I've done that before.
You. Oh,
Oh yeah. I break stalkers. Oh yeah.
wow.
Break stalkers? Where they can just keep coming around.
Yeah,
You're gonna come
I'm not-
around. You might as well start cooking. What? In college, not recently.
Sure.
Not break stuff.
You ever break a
to-
stalker and it'd be like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna come around
College
anymore.
You'd be like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm not really into this anymore.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
like
feeling
that.
you.
That's
and
funny as shit.
if you don't keep coming around,
Like, I just want to follow
It's
you
the
from
chase.
the-
They're in it for the
Yeah,
chase.
they're in it for the
Yeah.
chase, and I'm
Yeah.
For
like,
what they can't have.
Yeah.
huh?
I'm not feeling this podcast.
Yeah. That's all right. You already helped edit it.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, man.
Everybody say hi, Mary.
She's got the second best smile.
Weird. Who's got the first?
Me.
Oh. do you?
I'm one of the top.
You know JC?
Jay-Z.
JC.
Jesus Christ.
JC Best.
JC Best.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, you got a beard.
That's your doppelganger.
Like kinda.
Yeah. Comedy wise, not looks, but comedy wise.
Yeah.
You guys
like
are
kind of gay. He's
weird,
more
kind
gay,
of
though.
gay.
You know
Yeah.
what's really fun?
You don't know if
for
they
a
suck
comic
the dick or
is
not.
to know
I'm not gonna
exactly
suck
like
What'd you say? No.
I said it's always fun to know exactly what other comic that you're like because that means you're not.
We each got 300 comics. They say that look like us.
Really?
300. They say.
There's 75.
Who's they?
Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, there was some article that we
They.
made up.
BuzzFeed did something.
Comics or people working in comedy, like writers.
Because there's levels.
75,000,
There's people. You
Oh,
don't
people
even
put
know.
it on their tax forms or shit?
I know that there are 5 white South African women doing stand-up comedy in the world.
Damn,
And
5.
I left them behind. Yeah.
Relax.
No. But I
Did
left
you
them
meet the
behind
ones
on
that were
purpose.
already here?
They aren't any.
Do they all have pictures?
Oh, they're
of who she
here.
is?
Are they here?
Yeah.
They what?
Do y'all talk about black dicks?
No, I'm the only one that's kind of.
Do
Oh
they
no,
do-
there is another one, but
Two are the right side of history. You're on the wrong side of apartheid.
actually the one does, but I don't believe her. She's
You
too
don't like-
Jewish, you know.
American.
Know that she's done black dudes. I just.
Oh.
She talks about it, but she's married to like a Jewish man, and I'm like.
What
I
are
don't
you
know.
talking about? Holy cow!
I don't know. They're buying weed probably.
Shut the fuck up. What? You're right next to the speaker.
It's CBD.
You're the worst drug dealer ever. You be like, yeah, I got all you need. I was like, this cop's right outside the door. That shit ain't legal either.
Yes, it is.
It ain't legal for black people. Shut
Donald
up.
Trump said it was legal 2018 Farm Bill, baby. That's why I'm voting for him 2020.
Man.
Changed my life.
Now Kanye, I thought Kanye not running no more.
24. He pushed it back 4 years. He's still
Dwayne The
not.
Rock Johnson.
Wait, yeah, wasn't The
not
Rock
running either.
before?
He was gonna run.
This shit's turned into
After
a
Black
circus.
Adam comes out.
It got lame. We got all excited about the celebrities running, and then
No one can prove
No, it just turned into
Rant.
a circus.
You smell like drugs.
Yo, it's CBD, dog.
You look like you sell drugs.
Yo, what? No,
You fit the description.
you do. I'll give that to you if that's a label you want.
That's not what I want.
You don't want
he,
that.
he looks more like drugs.
I look like I sell
He definitely
drugs
looks
and
like
smoke.
He
Yeah.
looks like
Like
It looks like
real
Southern
drugs.
drugs.
Real drugs.
Like,
He looks
I
like
can put
he
weed out
just-
my hair right now. You know, that's how, yeah.
I was, I don't even know.
I like it, but I don't.
Yeah, it's down the clock. He said, "Look at him. He's like, I like it, but I don't. Not on a Wednesday.
Like what? Drugs?
Well, I'm visiting, so if any of you guys have some and want to share it, go right ahead.
Wait, did they drug test
Yeah,
anymore?
Yeah. Oh, good.
on camera.
On with the podcast. Worst drug dealer.
Worst
Oregano?
I mean, like, what
You know.
was it, like 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago? We was on here talking about cases and selling drugs, like used to sell drugs. Do you
I
remember
got a
that?
felony for coke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
think
I was like-
with DL.
Yeah, we-
I was like, you're
That's public record, so what?
I was
I'm
like,
just waiting for them to take this whole
Right.
podcast and just like, we gotta shut this down. Can we have every episode you ever did?
it's like, we got
At least somebody's gonna watch.
it. Yeah, right? These guys
At least 5 agents will watch this.
5 H.
they're gonna take
That's
shit.
all I
They're
need.
gonna take
Just
shit.
tag it and share it.
I know.
We got the FBI interns on the case.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, wrap it up.
And criminalize it.
Huh?
Wow.
Wrap it up.
Who is
Yeah,
this
it's a
guy?
rap.
Who? He's my production.
Okay.
Yeah,
not,
you
not
gotta figure out
assistant.
how to put the words on the thing now.
Yeah, that's for next year.
Yeah.
After we get caught up, I'll do the
3
words. I don't want to do the words because Parnov does it. His podcast is.
Well, maybe you'll get more than one.
You're listening, talking shit.
Oh, they do that on their podcast.
Yeah, they do that on theirs. Nobody wants to.
Everyone else does that on every
Do
other
what?
podcast.
Fucking the words.
Yeah, everybody does.
They're
They're called subtitles.
No. The words that you fucking. This is very All right, introduce yourself. I mean, not introduce yourself. Tell them where they can find you.
My name's Donovan Strong O'Donnell. You can find me in Chicago, and you can find me by the name Donovan Strong O'Donnell or Donovan with my other buddy Donovan.
What?
That was. Top 3 most confusing outros.
But here's what it is. I'll say this: you listen, you'll see my name. You'll Google if you want to Google me. Google me. If not, don't. Please.
Donovan.
You just told me.
That's Donovan. Everyone should just say Google then their name.
Yeah, Google Donovan Strong O'Donnell. Thank you.
How long are you here for?
Here till Sunday. Just hit spots.
You come back again. All right. Tell them where they can find you.
Robyn Dunlop Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, and I have RobynDunlop.com. It's just pretty pictures right now, but it's getting there. They're great pictures.
I need to get a website, man. I'm slacking.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know. I got some headshots.
If you do it right now, I'll give you a free mic tomorrow.
Wix.
Yeah.
You can find
Weebly. Get a Weebly and then flip it.
Squarespace.
Get a free website. And then flip it.
Do I really need a website though?
It's easier than you think to do, so just do it.
So? Well, right now you can just find me at on Instagram at Mo Dinero. That's it. I got a show December 28th at Cherry Tree Bar.
Yeah.
Black Guy Comedy. That's gonna be dope.
Twitter?
Nah.
You have black Twitter? You look like you're
like a hotel.
I just do Instagram. That's all I do.
Is Black Twitter just putting it in night mode?
Nah, it's like the same as
He looks back at you to make sure you're not going to smack him in the head. He's like, I'm sorry.
He's like, I've been thinking about this. Can I make this a bit? And then people laugh. He's like,
another episode of People's Bite. You can find it on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimPeoples.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, J Peoples TV. We're here every day, Monday to Friday. Otto Shrunken Head at 2:15 for the podcast, 3 o'clock for the open mic. Back on Saturday at 4:30 for the podcast, 5:30 for the open mic. And we will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys. Sorry to cut you off. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, literally.